Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube. I'm Jen. Today I'm going to make a gift bag, which is it's just a bag off of Amazon. It is a polyester bag to put a gift in for Christmas with glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I'm going to use the iron-on, but they do also have a glow-in-the-dark removable vinyl. These are from Cricut. If you're interested in purchasing them, check my link below. These were sent to me from Cricut to review for you, so I'm going to do just that. I've created a design using some amazing products from a friend of mine, LemonCreation's Asha. And I'm going to, let's see if this works. I'm going to put the vinyl on the bag, and then I'm going to, actually there's 3 steps. So first I'm going to put the vinyl of the stars and the trees on the bag, and then I'm going to sublimate on top of that, and then I'm going to put more vinyl on top of the sublimate. Don't know if it'll work, but I'm interested to find out. So I've heard you can sublimate on top of iron-on. With it being a gift bag, less chance that it's going to get washed. So probably not a big deal, but let's see how it turns out. See if I'll be publishing this video, if it turned out, or if it turns into a big mess. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to switch to Design Space and show you creating the really cool design. And then we'll come back here to put it on. I am going to use my Cricut Joy only because it's easier to show you under video. I can absolutely use the Cricut Maker. You can absolutely use Cricut Maker, Cricut Explorer, whatever you want. This vinyl is for any machine. If you do happen to have a smart iron-on, they don't come in the glow-in-the-dark, but just in general, and you don't have a Maker 3 or an Explorer 3, you can just cut it down to size and put it on a mat like normal. So know that if you ever find a good deal on that, you can absolutely still use it. So let's flip over and check out my creating the design on Design Space. I'm going to speed up this next part for you just so that you're not sitting here the whole time that I'm creating this design. Right now I'm uploading the image from LemonCreations, and I'm just using the select tool to remove the background. Now I want to do this as a print and cut, so I will get that uploaded, and with the power of video I've uploaded all of the designs that I have from LemonCreations. Definitely check her out. I do know I wanted to say the stars were brightly shining or something like that. So I'm going to look through my fonts and see if I can find something Christmassy or something that I feel like will go well with this design. Let's try this one out. I don't really like this, so I'm going to go through and see if I can find some text that's already in Design Space, and I did find one that actually matched the quote I wanted. However, the trees in here aren't exactly what I was looking for, so using the contour I'm going to remove everything except for the words. This will allow me to use it as a quote from Design Space specifically, but I can add my own images. You just use the little hide contour at the bottom. Super simple way to edit images in Design Space. Struggling just a little bit to get the inside of my words to come out. And now we'll get these R's cleaned up. And there you have it. I also want to separate these two so there's not the big space in the middle, and to do that I'm just going to insert a shape right on top of it and slice that out. This allows me to move the words exactly where I want them to be. I don't have the, they're not attached anymore. So now I'm going to go through all of these images. This is going to take me a while, so I will speed it up and cut out some stuff for you, but I'm going to pick the images that I want. LemonCreation does provide these in different formats. I just didn't know what I wanted, so I uploaded the whole JPEG of the images of the pages so that I could pick and choose as I felt while I was creating this image. I like to use the shapes to help me slice out the right size without losing some of the other ones, although I'm just going to delete them from here anyways when I'm done. I also have the stars from her. She does have free stars as well as some Digi stars that you can purchase, so definitely have a lot of varieties, a lot of options there. So I will be taking some stars on top of these trees. Sometimes different shapes help you get the cut size that you want, or it lets you exclude cutting out the other images, basically, is what I'm trying to do here. And this one's not working. There we go. Now I'm going to cut out some stars. This shape of the star isn't quite right, so I'm going to switch it for the other one. There were two options in here, so I'm going to get this all cleaned up. Again, you don't have to use star shapes. I'm just doing it so I can preserve the other ones just in case I want to use them later on. I'm going to do that with a few just to get you an idea of what I'm doing with these beautiful stars and trees. Play around with it just a little bit once I get all the stars cut out to find the right shape and placement, I guess, find the right shape, size, placement of everything. I usually do things in groups of 3 or 5 or 7 for, I don't know why. It's a number thing, I guess. I like those odd numbers, but typically I do them in 3s, but in this case I'm going to do 5 trees. Once you're all done, make sure you save it. Always save. Make sure you save frequently in case you ever need it. You never know. I'm going to take out this middle part because I'm going to do an outline. And at first I didn't think I wanted an outline of the words, but later on I will go in and add that. So the outline is going to be the cut part from my Cricut with the glow in the dark vinyl. All of the white in this picture will also be glow in the dark because the printer doesn't print white. So it'll all shine through the white. It'll actually be pretty cool at the end. Let's cut the design. So I'm going to cut to the iron-on. I'm also going to print the sublimation on my printer, which is off, not on camera, so I will do that as well. But just show you, I'm going to use this teeny tiny mat for this Cricut iron-on. And I do have a Cricut Autopress when I go to pressing this. Oh, or I can use my Easy Press 3. So what I'm going to do, since the size is less than 12 inches, is I'm just going to stick this here and then cut it. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Always keep the plastic top. Since it's iron-on, you want to put it on upside down and make sure that you mirror your design. And then I'm just going to cut it. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as I have enough material to cover the spot that I'm working on. Which, as long as I don't get too crazy wonky here, I should be okay. Okay. And I think I'm going to have to do 2 pieces, but let's make sure we're recording over here. I'm going to hide all of the print then cuts because the computer really does not like when I say print then cut and I'm using the Joy. So I'm going to take all those pieces off. And I'm just going to slice, or do 2 cuts. There's 1 star missing. Oh, okay. I'm going to do 2 cuts. Oh, I do have the yellow on the trees. Where are those? Okay, that's that. So I have sure why my star is brightly shining our outline. Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, still have something showing that I shouldn't. I want to show that. Okay, so this should be a cut. Okay, it is. Okay, why is the slicer out? Is it too big? Print then cut. There should not be any print then cuts in this one. This is just a cut. Okay, that's why it should have the black outline if it's a cut. Okay, good to know. There we go. Now we're going to make it on matte. Right now we have a 12-inch. Oh, it looks like we can get them both on the 12-inch. No, it's 21.5 inch, so it's going to be 2 inches. Confirm. Gonna mirror. And then the same thing, mirror the second one, just so I don't forget. Mirror, mirror, 4.5 by 12. We should be good on that. It actually only takes 3.5. So I'm good there, and we're gonna hit continue. Now these glow in the dark would have been great for Halloween. Halloween treat bags would have been a great idea. And then let's see if glow in the dark is here. Glow in the dark iron on. I'm gonna favorite that. Oh. Then you peel the mat away from the vinyl. That way the vinyl doesn't get curled up on you. And then we're going to put our second piece on here. Cut it the same way. You can be precise. Obviously, if you're trying to save as much material as possible, you would want to measure it. I'm just throwing it on here. You can use a paper cutter to cut it down. Even a longer scissors might help cut it down to size a little bit more efficient than what I'm doing. But again, I'm just doing a quick and easy tutorial for you. Okay, and then we're going to put it in and it will cut the second page for us. I'm actually going to cut out this middle piece. but I want to leave the size there. You'll see why when we're putting it together. Okay, and I'm going to switch this to Maker. Hide all the ones that are cuts. Show all the ones that are sublimation. Try to get these 4 attached, and then hopefully this will work. Okay. Okay, so you want to mirror these as well. This should work. So I'm going to load my printer with 2 pages of sublimation paper. I'm going to do a 1-page test cut, or test print, just to make sure my ink looks okay. Sometimes when you're not constantly using sublimation printer, it needs some TLC in order to work right. So in this case, we're going to print one of these pages twice. So then you just hit, make sure they're mirrored, hit send to printer, make sure my printer is selected, turn off add bleed, turn on use system dialog, hit print. It's going to open up the system dialog in another screen. Here I need to check that it's the highest quality I can get. Also it's on photo matte paper, best quality, no watermarks. Okay, the first one I'm going to print is on regular paper, just to make sure that my printer is up to date. Okay, my ink looks good. I'm going to go back and print it again. So the first thing we're going to do is load up the EasyPress 3 Cricut Heat app. So this is the Cricut Heat app. I'm going to sign in. Well, I'm going to skip the activation because I've already activated this. Okay, so now I've actually went back and activated it because it wasn't connected. So it looks like I have to activate it. Now I'm going to hit done. It's going to say make your first project, skipping that because I've already done that. This is a new phone, so I'm going to skip that. And I'm going to go to start a new project. The material is going to be glow in the dark. Iron on. It's going to go on, this is polyester. It's going to tell you, do you have a mat? I have a mat. There's a tutorial if you need it. It's going to recommend 305 with a cool peel. So I'm going to send the settings to the EasyPress. It's a little bright, you can't see it. Let me move my light. So I have it set too high. And it's going to take 2 minutes for it to cool a little bit. Okay, when the EasyPress gets to the right temperature, it's going to press firm pressure for 30 seconds. So put it down on your design. Make sure it's on the whole design. Firmly press, hit the start button. It's going to have the timer automatically set based on your app. Firm pressure. And now you wait and let it cool. Now you line your sublimation on top. If it helps to cut closer to the image, you can also have Cricut do the cutout that it wanted to do when it did a print and cut. Just so they don't shift while I'm doing all this. Okay, and then you want parchment paper. And then you want the heat app again, but now we're going to change this to sublimation. So start a new product, transfer material. Let's see, what's the closest they have? Infusible ink. Yep. So we're going to go with 385. We're going to send that to the Easy Press. Wait for it to heat up. Okay, this one is 40 seconds. Careful not to move it, which I just did. Firm pressure. Okay, let's hope I did it even enough. It says to remove the butcher paper and remove the liner while it's warm. See, you have this on the butcher paper. Make sure you throw that away. Do not burn your hands while you're moving this. Very nice. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the words I want in the middle. The alignment doesn't really matter as much as I thought it would, because we're doing this with a black outline, and then we're going to put, if it works, we're going to put the glow in the dark on top. So it's going to go roughly right there. Is that straight? Okay, very nice. Of course I'm moving it, so that doesn't help. So let's try that again. Sorry for my head. It's getting in the way. And then we're going to do this again with a new piece of parchment paper. Firm pressure, 40 seconds. Now I could leave it like that because that actually looks really cool. I'm going to lower this while I'm placing the outline. And so that I can put these both on at the same time, I'm going to trim in some more. You can overpress these, so I'm getting into a dangerous area by pressing this so many times, but I thought it would be a cool project for us. And then it glows in the dark. Okay, so now we're going to do one last press right in the middle, 30 seconds, firm pressure. Now firm pressure isn't actually pressing down super hard, I'm just putting a little bit of weight on it. Don't have to hurt yourself doing this. Or myself with my back. And now it's done. So, oops, I didn't mean to hit that. We're going to turn it off. Let this cool, because this is a cool peel. And then I will see how well it glows in the dark. And there you have it. The stars were brightly shining with images from LemonCreation. I will link her shop below. Let me know what you think.